Hi everyone, Arnold here with Overland Explorer. I'm inside the 2021 Camp HBE. Just thought I'd give you a quick overview of what's going on in the interior here. This has got a rear dinette, as you can see. It's about 39 inches long, if I'm not mistaken, going north-south. This one's sitting right now with the table folded down for travel mode. And right below that table, you'll find the shower grate. So underneath that shower grate, you'll find battery storage, and there's also additional storage for whatever else you want to store down there. The back cushions, of course, form the mattress for the bed when you're actually using it in bed mode. The shower, I will just post some pictures. I don't have the hands to actually put the shower curtain up and in, but it's quite simple. You tuck the shower curtain underneath the shower grate, and then you can either stand inside of it, pull it up around, and then hook it. It uses the same kind of ropes that are hooked up right now that you can see my hand touching, that we use to pull in the sides when you're lowering the roof. So that goes around. There's 4 hooks placed up on the ceiling or the roof of the camper. So you can either be standing inside of it and pulling it up, doing it that way, or you can just set it up and then pop back out and then pop back in. You can feed your the Sagiva or Bullfinch shower connection is right here inside. We've also included an extension. I believe it is a 1 meter extension, so you can hook it up there, bring it all the way up over top of your shower curtain, and then drop it down. That way you don't have water running back down the hose onto the floor in the camper. That would be very annoying. So anyways, that's pretty much it for the dinette. Very simple to operate. Again, if you're in the shower mode, that table, I failed to mention that. All you're going to do is you're just going to fold this table up by grabbing it just like this. And as you can see, there are a couple of footman loops, one on the hinge and one on the underside of the table. And you're just going to take a strap and secure that table in the upright position and set it up for your shower. I'm not sure how many people are actually going to need or use the shower inside. It's one of those things where in a small space, it's a real challenge to incorporate into the camper. But we've done the best that we can with limited space that we've got to use on a removable cabin. You got a little more flexibility when you've got a fixed cabin, but of course this one is removable, so that's what we're left to deal with. But again, it's got the outside shower, and if you get the outside shower enclosure, I suspect most people, I know myself, I'll use that outside shower enclosure far more often than I would ever use the inside one, as would my family. It's really up to the folks. This is a 3-season camper, so people might ask the question, well, what about winter time? Well, it really is designed as a 3-season camper. I know people are using our units as 4-season because they're finding they're pushing the limits and seeing what they're good for, and they're finding that because they're so well insulated that they're able to extend their seasons into the 4th season. Again, depending on where you are in North America. I know in Canada, minus 20 degrees Celsius, I'm not even going to have water on board anyways. So it might have some waters in jugs, but I'm certainly not going to charge my lines, much less my shower lines. I should mention, with all your outside lines, only with your shower for your Sagiva, we install isolation valves, so you're able to winterize your entire camper. And if you are going to you got a nice spell and you want to go out, you can introduce some water back in the system and leave that section between the valves and the outside shower port full of glycol, and you don't have to risk freezing them. Anyways, enough about that. Going forward here, just turn around real quick here. This is our shower cabinet, or pardon me, toilet cabinet or toilet closet. We really got to come up with a name for it. This one here is taller than what's going to be done. This particular camper that we're in is the one that we totally decided to change the spec on, but of course the cabinet was already installed, so it was a little bit late it's too late to shorten it. But the next models and all the models following this model here, right where this bed height is all the way across, that is going to be the same height as your cabinet. So your cabinet's only going to be that height. So you can actually get the king bed extension to come up over top of the galley over on this side. As you can see, the galley countertop and the countertop we have here are the same materials, and that will be standard as well. So again, just a shorter cabinet than what you're seeing in this video. And the door, I should also mention, will be hinged on the left right now when you're facing it. On everything going forward will be hinged on the right, because again, this was changed after this one was already built and in place. So it is the way it is on this particular one. Inside, I should mention, this light switch for inside the storage cabinet is on the cabinet. Going forward, it'll actually be located on the galley here instead. But inside, as standard, you get a couple of adjustable aluminum, powder-coated aluminum shelves that are adjustable on the L-track. And of course, the standard is that cargo door that we went over on the outside walk-around. But you'll also find inside here, because the wrap-on toilets are becoming quite popular, there is a 12-volt auxiliary plug-in down there as well. And also some tie-down points, footman loops, for any kind of a portable toilet. Should you decide that you're going to go with the cartridge toilet instead, you certainly can do that. It's an option. What that gives you, how this cabinet changes, is the top flips up in that case, so you can actually sit on the toilet and use it. That's really the only difference, and of course the cartridge, and it's the 200 series, the 223 I believe. But it's the Thetford unit, and your cargo door will be eliminated, as will the shelves inside the cabinet, because you won't be able to use them anyways with having access to the toilet. Down here on the side of the cabinet, the same storage cabinet, is a step just to get up into the the front bedroom. Going forward, this shelf will be eliminated, and instead there will be a shelf that will run the entire length here of the cabinet itself. And of course, it'll have anti-skid. Over here on the galley, you got your sink with the glass top as well, dual burner propane. Underneath, you've got your controller for your Redarc manager. You can also see your battery condition. These things now ship. These HBs, Camp X's and M's will now be shipping without a battery, and then you can get whatever kind of battery you want. Before, we were just putting an AGM in, but with lithium ion becoming a lot more popular, and there's so many different brands, we felt give people the choice at the dealer level where they can select what battery they'd like to put into it. But right beside the Redarc Manager 30 controller is your Truma controller. You can control both your hot water and your Vario heat right from that controller. And then of course there's a bank of switches for your water pump, your interior lights, etc., etc. And then on the right hand side of the fridge, you're going to find a bank of, there's two drawers. The middle ones are the drawers. I'll see if I can do this while I'm filming. These things are all aluminum, of course, just like our cabinets, just like everything that we built. Fully extend aluminum. You have starboard drawer fronts on the front, and of course the aluminum cast latches. Below that is a removable door. It just pops off, and what that gives you access to is what's left underneath there, because we've got to deal with our propane cabinet, of course, right? So there's some storage left under there though. And then up top, this one here gives you access underneath your sink to what room is left there as well. But I know if I had one of these, I'd be jamming it full, as you know, towels and everything else. Storage on these pop tops is a little bit challenging, of course, so you make use of whatever you can find. The fridge, I should mention, that is a NovaCool fridge. It's 164 liters. So it is big. It's a nice size fridge. And that comes standard at 164 liters. And then, of course, we've got this gray foam that you see here underneath the soft walls, and you'll see that foam also extend all the way along on the perimeter of the roof inside here. That is our thermal break for our aluminum extrusions, and with that it eliminates about 98% of the condensation coming into this camper. And of course, as things are cooling off, depending on what time of year it is, or if you're in the mountains, you crack a vent, you crack a window or what have you while you're sleeping if you got the heater running, and you're not going to experience really much of any condensation at all, pretty much zero. So that's the nice thing about these being fully insulated, fully composite. The soft walls are the same as our Camp M, our Camp X. Fire rated interior canvas. Then you've got your insulative fill, and then on the outside you've got your Top Gun coated nylon fabric that we have on the outside. It's very durable, and you can also recondition that. They've got a spray-on application that you can do, and then that is recommended by the manufacturer. You got lots of sunlight. You got 6 windows in this, which is really quite nice. And of course, over the bed that's just an emergency egress window. You can see that it's zippered, but that again is just for egress. It's not something you'll be opening and closing all the time. This particular unit, you can also see the exhaust or the ceiling fan or the vent fan, whichever you want to call it, at the front. It comes standard with one at the rear, and then you can order an optional secondary one if you'd like. Of course, they've got the draw blinds, and they've also got the built-in LED light. Can't really see it here. Oh, you can't see it at all because there's no battery in this, of course. But that gives you a nice ambiance light, whether it be over your bed or back here at the dinette. And of course, your LED lights up top. That's basically it on the inside here. Again, if you're going to be opening or closing this unit, what we recommend is that you come along to the front first once you're inside, and of course support your back, bend at the knees, safety first for your back, and open up the front. Of course, don't forget to unlock, unpin, and unlatch the 4 latches, one in each corner on the exterior first. So open up the front first, and then come back and lift up the rear, and then it's of course the opposite of that. When you're closing it up, you would close the rear first, and then go to the back, or go to the front rather, and then bring that down. And that is essentially it, folks. Hope you enjoyed the video. Got any questions, give any of our dealers a call, or you can call us here at the factory. We'd be happy to take your call and answer any questions you might have. But our dealers are a great resource. They're all over the place now. We've got them in OK Four-Wheel Drive out in New Jersey. We've got Asheville Vehicle Outfitters in beautiful Asheville, North Carolina. We've got our friends down at Boulder Vehicle Outfitters in Colorado. We've also got our friends in Montana at Big Sky RV in Bozeman, Montana. And then out on the West Coast, we've got Pop Top Overland down in sunny San Diego. And we've also got, new to our team, is AT Overland in Prescott, Arizona. I think I pronounced that right. In any case, give any of those guys a call. They'd be happy to talk to you and answer any questions you got. Until next time, thanks.